10 seconds. Stand by.
All right, folks, here we go. Heat number 3 coming in hot. Taking on test number 4. They're gonna start with an 800-meter run on the Assault Runner Pro. Then they will head back to the barbell, which has been loaded for their first attempt at a max snatch. The event will be scored by the heaviest weight put up by the athlete. They'll have 6 minutes to complete that, including the run. At the time cap, athletes will have 2 minutes to reset for test 5, which will look similar, but will turn out vastly different. 8 snatches for time at 125, then an 800-meter run and a sprint to the finish, also with a 6-minute cap.
We saw Danielle Perron put up 210 pounds in that snatch, which is so impressive as our athletes hit 1 minute in. We'll see what our Heat 3 athletes have to say about that. If they want to best it, they know they're gonna have to dig deep and get some solid weight up here for Heat number 3.
All of our athletes digging in on the Assault Runner Pro. Pacing themselves to some extent. It's gonna be all about the lift on the backside. They want to give themselves time to hit as many lifts as they need.
Our athletes in that halfway marker, that 800 meters. Sydney Wells is definitely somebody I would keep my eyes on with that track and field background. But as we know, obviously this buy-in matters. This 800-meter run matters as far as pacing, making sure you don't totally blow it out because you got to do that max snatch after this. But it comes down to the weight on the barbell here.
Just past the 2-minute and 30-second mark. Again, a 6-minute cap on test number 4, as well as 5.
Wells bumping it up. Sorry about that, Larry. We got Wells leading the charge, and then lane number 3, Molly McGrandy. They're coming in their final 200 meters. That's right, don't be shy. Cheer on your athletes. Let them hear you, help them out.
All of our athletes in the last 200 meters or less. That's some pretty big numbers on the board.
Looks like Sydney Wells will be opening up at 155. I see a 195. Like straight up opening up at 195 on platform 1. I'm excited for it. Here we go, Sydney Wells. She's making her way to that bar for 155. Emma finishing up, gonna open up at 195 on platform number 1. All right, McGrandy good at 155. Scott good at 160. Here we go, 195 at platform 1. Close.
Wells good at 155. Calyor also at 155. Ucker good at 165.
Pugh good at 165 as well.
Allison Stahl good at 145.
Here's another attempt at 195 in the pink pants. She's underneath it. Close, fighting to hang on. Fogarty going for 165. Wells going for 165. Both of those athletes, 1 minute. 180 good for Scott. McGrandy going for 170.
Ucker good at 175 on lane number 9.
Emma going for 195. It's good at 195. Platform number 9 with 185. We got 30 seconds, ladies and gentlemen.
Roaring Scott with 190 on the bar.
185 on platform number 6. We got 20 seconds remaining. Scott's going for 190, 15 seconds. Make that 10 seconds. 205 on platform 1. Will we see it? 3, 2, 1, time. 205 is good for Emma Harvey. It's interesting as we watch these athletes, sometimes that first lift, right? It's a little bit wonky. They've just come off the runner and they seem to get smoother and more solid on that technique as they go up those heavier weights. So fun to watch. Athletes, you're gonna head to your starting mats. One minute.
Saw some solid weights put up in that heat. Heat number 3 taking on test number 4. Parents time of or weight of 210 will stand through this heat.
$30 seconds. Ten seconds. Stand by.
All right, folks, here we go. Slightly different look to test number 5. Same implements, different look. 8 snatches at 125, right into another 800-meter run. This time, it is all for time. 6-minute time cap on the back half here.
Emma Harving, we know, not gonna have any problem with this weight. Who you got out back there?
Gabrielle Ocker not messing around, getting right to work on the run. Quick, fast, through the snatches, sub 30 seconds. The vast majority of the heat done with the snatches and on to the runner in pretty quick succession. Again, folks, just keep your eye on the placard in front of your favorite athlete or all the athletes. Our judges will adjust it as they finish up that particular distance. First one on the list will be 200. Again, Ocker the first to the runner, but it is going to be Wells the first to put 200 in the bank. Ocker now joining her your 1 and 2 in about a 3-way split for third. Coming up on 90 seconds time to beat set by Lydia Fish at 3:42. That could definitely be in peril here in heat number 3. Rapidly approaching 2 minutes on the clock. It's going to be Sydney Wells, the first to 400. At this point, I believe Wells is the only one at 400, a substantial lead.
That's definitely where I put my money based on her background, ladies and gentlemen. They all have different strengths. Sydney Wells running and gunning there in lane number 5. We're a little over 2 minutes in, 2 minutes and 20 seconds in. There we go, 200 remains for Sydney. Showing us how it's done, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give these athletes a boost. Put your hands together. Getting it. Coming in, looking to get this thing done. We've got more movement on those boards, but all eyes are on lane number 5. Other judges' hands are in the air. Who's gonna get there? It's gonna be Sydney Wells! Coming across. Sydney Wells with a solid finish. Who will be joining her on those finishing mats?
Lots of hands in the air, but a substantial gap between Sydney and the rest of the field. And there we go, coming out. It's gonna be Calyor in lane number 7.
Here comes lane number 3, Molly McGrandy. Then we've got Samantha Pugh.
Ocker in the mix as well.
That's right, that was Ocker getting ahead of her right at the other end of field of play. We're coming up on 4 minutes, athletes. You've got 2 minutes to go. Here comes lane number 4, Roarin Scott.
Coming out of lane number 8,
Allison Stahl.
Allison Stahl.
Here comes lane number 1, Emma Harving. She had that impressive lift at 2:05 earlier.
Stewart making it across the line. Just under the 4:30 mark.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's a wrap for heat number 3.